So today we will continue with the Sikshashtaka series which we began around Gaur Purnima. So Sikshashtaka, 8 essential verses. Who has composed these 8 verses? Sikshashtaka? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So far we have discussed 5 verses. Let us recall those 5 verses before we go to the 6th verse. In the first verse, what is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying? Cheto darpana marjanam bhavamaha davagni nirvapanam shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadhu jivanam anandambudhi vardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. So in the first verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorifying the Sankirtana process. Param Vijayate, all glories to Shri Krishna Sankirtanam, the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. What happens when we chant? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says our mind gets cleansed and we can become free from the blazing forest fire of this material existence. We can get relief from the miseries of this material existence simply by taking shelter of Shri Krishna Sankirtanam, chanting the holy names of the Lord. In the second verse, what is the second verse? Nam Nam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktihi Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranena Kalaha Etadrushi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Midrusham Ihajani Nanuragaha. So in the second verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, the Lord has got unlimited holy names, and in each of those holy names the Lord has invested all his potencies. And anybody who chants can immediately get access to the Lord along with all his potencies. One can chant these holy names without any hard and fast rules. There are no hard and fast rules for time, place and circumstances. Anytime, instantly, any place, anywhere one can chant. But still I am not getting attraction to chant these holy names. This is the greatest misfortune. Like that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is taking our position and he is offering these prayers. On our behalf he is saying, even though the Lord is so merciful, he is available anytime, anywhere, 24/7, one can chant and one can get immediately connected to the Lord, but still I am not having attraction to chant your holy name. This is the most unfortunate thing. In the third stanza, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talks about the qualification to chant the holy name constantly. Trunadapi sunichena taroriva sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. So if you want to chant the holy names of the Lord sada, constantly, then you must have these 3 qualities. You must be more humble than a blade of grass, you must be more tolerant than a tree, and you must be ready to give respect to everybody, but you should not expect any respect from anybody. In this mood, in this consciousness, in this state of mind, you can do Kirtaniya Sadahari, always chant the holy names of the Lord. In the 4th stanza, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamaye mama janmani janmanishware bhavatat bhakti rahituki tvayi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, I don't want wealth, I don't want followers, I don't want the company of beautiful women, nor do I want glorification. All that I want is, wherever I may be born, life after life, let me be engaged in your causeless devotional service, unmotivated devotional service. Ahaituki means unmotivated devotional service. So this is the way we should offer prayer to the Lord. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching us. That means pure devotee does not aspire even for liberation. He is okay. If the Lord wants, he is ready to take birth again and again and again and again, die in this material world. But only aspiration is he wants to be engaged in devotional service of the Lord. That is the 4th stanza. In the fifth stanza, what is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying? Ai Nanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishame Bhavam Budhau Kripaya Tava Pada Pankaja Sthita Dhuli Sadrusham Vichintaya. Ai Nanda Tanuja, O son of Nanda Maharaj, I have somehow or the other fallen into this ocean of material existence. Bhavam Budhau, in this ocean of material existence I have fallen. Now I have come to you. Please do not ignore me. Please accept me as a particle of dust at your lotus feet. That is our position. The Lord is the master, we are his servants, and the servant's position is at the lotus feet of the Lord. Kripaya tava pada pankaja sthita dhuli sadrusham vichintaya. Dhuli means dust. Kripaya, by mercy, please mercifully, he is begging the Lord, please mercifully, please accept me and place me as one of the dust particles at your lotus feet. So what does that mean? It means dasya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Jiver Swarupa hoy Krishnera Nitya Dasa. This is the definition of the soul, Jiva. Jivera Swarupa. Swarupa means the constitutional position, the original position of each one of us is what? We are Krishnera Nitya Dasa. Krishna's eternal servant. That is the meaning of the fifth verse. So today let us learn the sixth verse of Sikshashtakam. Symptoms of ecstasy, test of genuine spirituality. First we shall chant word by word. Please repeat. Nayanam Galat Ashru Dharaya. Nayanam Galad Ashru Dharaya. Nayanam Galad Ashru Dharaya. Vadanam Gadgada Ruddhaya Gira. Vadanam Gadgada Ruddhaya Gira. Vadanam Gadgada Ruddhaya Gira. Pulakair Nichitam Vapuhu Kada. Pulakair Nichitam Vapukada. Pulakair Nichitam Vapukada. Tavanama Grahane Bhavishyati. Tavanama Grahane Bhavishyati. Tavanama Grahane Bhavishyati. Nayanam Galadashru Dharaya. Vadanam Gadgada Ruddhaya Gira. Pulakair Nichitam Vapukada. Tavanama Grahane Bhavishyati. Nayanam Galadashru Dharaya. Vadanam Gadgada Ruddhaya Gira. Pulakair Nichitam Vapukada. Tavanama Grahane Bhavishyati. Please chant. Nayanam Galadashru Dharaya. Vadanam Gadgada Ruddhaya Gira. Pulakair Nichitam Vapukada. Tavanama Grahane Bhavishyati. Nayanam Galadashru Dharaya. Vadanam Gadgada Ruddhaya Gira. Pulakair Nichitam Vapukada. Tavanama Grahane Bhavishyati. Nayanam Galadashru Dharaya. Vadanam Gadgada Ruddhaya Gira. Pulakair Nichitam Vapukada. Tava nama grahane bhavishyati. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? So in this shloka, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is describing certain symptoms which are visible in the personality of a pure devotee when he chants the holy name of the Lord. It is described in the scriptures. There are 8 such transcendental symptoms called as Ashta Sattvika Vikara. Ashta means 8. Ashta Sattvika Vikara. Vikara means transformations. These are all transformations which happen within the body of a pure devotee when he chants the holy name of the Lord, or when he hears anything connected with the Lord. One of them is constantly there will be tears coming from the eyes. Okay? When a devotee, he is in the bhava stage. There are different stages in the development of bhakti. The highest stage is prema, pure love for Krishna. One stage before that prema is called bhava. So bhava means a devotee develops spiritual ecstasy simply upon hearing about the Lord or seeing the Lord or chanting his names. He becomes very ecstatic. So that is bhava stage. So in that bhava stage, these 8 symptoms, 8 transformations are seen. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was present on this planet performing his leelas about 500 years ago, he had displayed all of these 8 symptoms. Ashta Sattvika Vikara. So one of them is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would constantly shed tears simply by hearing or chanting Krishna's names. So, what is the meaning of this? Ordinary people cannot understand this. Why this person is crying? Everything is all right. Did you have lunch or not? Why are you crying? This ordinary people will not understand. People in this world are also crying. Maya is making them cry. Correct? They are crying because of, oh, I lost my wealth, or nobody is caring for me, nobody is giving me so much importance. They are crying. When people cry in this world. But pure devotees crying is not on the material platform. That means everything that is done by a pure devotee is totally on a spiritual platform. His crying also is spiritual. So we all cry. The moment we take birth in this world, we all are born crying only. We cried, but our relatives clapped hands and they are happy. Isn't it? So, but real crying, the perfection of your crying is if you can cry for Krishna. That is the perfection of your crying. And this should not be show off. This should not be just acting. Some people act that when they go to God in front of the temple, they do so much. Now, it has to come naturally. For a pure devotee, it comes naturally. He does not have to act. He does not have to put up a show. So, first one is crying. Ashru dhara. Ashru means asu, crying. Dhara. Nayanam galad ashru dharaya. When will my eyes be decorated with tears of love constantly flowing when I chant your holy names? Right now, to chant we are crying. But when pure devotee chants, out of ecstasy, out of love, he will cry. There is a difference between us and pure devotee. Right now we are crying, oh, I should chant. Oh, when will this round get over? That is our condition. But pure devotee, when he chants the holy name, there is a upsurge of spiritual emotions, bhava, that he experiences because of love of Krishna, and by that his eyes are decorated with tears of love. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, when will that happen? Kada. The word kada comes in the third line, that has to be applied to each line. Kada. Kada means when. When that day will come, when my eyes will be decorated with tears of love, flowing constantly when I chant your holy name. Another symptom in the Ashtasattvika Vikara is Vadanam Gadgada Ruddhaya Gira. When will my voice choke up? Gadgada Swara means what? You must have experienced when you are speaking something and you cry, your voice doesn't come properly. That's called choked up voice. Gadgada Swara. Rudana means crying again. Gadgada Ruddhaya Gira. Gira means words. Vadana means mouth. So from my mouth, when will my voice choke up when I recite your holy name? Choking up of voice means what? You are not able to speak properly out of emotions. Right? And Pulakair Nichitam Vapukada. Pulaka means standing. Vapuhu means body. Pulakair Nichitam means hairs are standing on end. Romanchana it is called. Roma means hair. So Ancha means it's standing on end. Romanchana. When do you experience hair standing moment? When do you experience? When you are scared, or when you are very happy, delighted, unexpected, something wonderful has happened. Wonderful. That time also hair stands on end. So hair standing on end is another feature of Ashtasattvika Vikara, exhibited by a pure devotee. That means he is in so much, a pure devotee is in so much love of Krishna that the moment he remembers Krishna, he becomes awestruck. He becomes excited. His hair is standing on end. Right? Pulakair Nichitam Vapukada Tava Nama Grahane Bhavishyati. Nama Grahana means to recite, to take the holy name, we say, right? Grahana means to accept, to take. So to recite. Bhavishyati means when will it happen in the future? When that day will come, Tava Nama, your holy name, when I chant, when all these symptoms will be displayed in my personality. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking. That means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching us through this that we must come to this stage where we become emotionally transformed, spiritually transformed when we chant the holy name of the Lord. That means there are different stages of chanting the holy name of the Lord. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, one of the great acharyas in the Gaudiya Parampara, he has discussed about this. There are 3 stages of chanting the holy name of the Lord. As a sadhaka, practitioner progresses in his spiritual journey, he goes through these 3 stages. What are the 3 stages of chanting? The first stage is called Nama Aparadha stage. Offensive chanting stage. A devotee knows that chanting is important. He continues to chant, but while chanting, he is chanting with offenses. And what are the Nama Aparadhas? In the Padma Purana, there is a list of 10 aparadhas, offenses against chanting of the holy name mentioned. Where it is mentioned? Padma Purana. 10 offenses. And Rupa Goswami has given a list of all of that in the Nectar of Devotion. So what are the 10 offenses a devotee has to carefully avoid against chanting the holy names of the Lord? Now we have to understand these 10 offenses. And we have to be mindful of these 10 offenses. If we want to attain the desired success, what is the success, desired success we have to attain by chanting Krishna's name? That is Krishna Prema, pure love for Krishna. That is the goal, that is the purpose of chanting the holy names. If we want to attain that Krishna Prema, we have to avoid these 10 offenses called Nama Aparadhas. What are the 10 offenses? Number 1, first offense is to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for chanting the holy name of the Lord. To propagate the holy name of the Lord. First offense is to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. So the devotees of the Lord who are always busy distributing the holy name, who are serving the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or who is chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, blaspheming them. Blaspheme means to talk ill about them, to find unnecessarily faults with them, to make fun of them. This is called blasphemy. So first offense is sadhu nindana. One should not find faults with the devotees of the Lord. If one chants Hare Krishna mantra, but he has an attitude of blaspheming the devotees, finding faults with other devotees unnecessarily, then he cannot actually progress in his sadhana of chanting the holy name. The second offense is to consider the names of devatas like Lord Brahma or Lord Shiva to be equal to or independent of the holy name of Lord Vishnu. This is an offense. If one considers that Lord Vishnu's name, Krishna's name, and the names of devatas, including great devatas like Brahma and Shiva, are same, are equal, or they are independent, it is an offense. Because Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Mattaha parataram na anyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. There is no truth superior to me. That Krishna has explained in the Bhagavad Gita. So to consider that the names of any personality, including great devatas, is greater than or equal to the holy name of Krishna, that thinking itself is called offensive mentality. In fact, the Padma Purana says, if one equates any devata with Lord Vishnu or Krishna, such a person is called Pashandi. Pashandi means he is an atheist of the first order. He is a first class atheist. If one equates the Supreme Lord with any devata, this is what the scriptures, atheist of the first order. So one should never make this mistake of equating any devata with the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is supreme and all devatas are subordinate to him. Ekala Ishvara Krishna or Sab Bhritya. The only personality who is the master is Krishna. All devatas are his Bhritya, servants. This is the understanding which we get when we carefully study the scriptures. Okay. The third, so if one should not think that, okay, any other mantra is also same like Hare Krishna mantra. No. The mantras addressing the devatas can give you at most material piety, but they cannot give liberation. They cannot give Krishna Prema, pure love for the Lord. That is exclusively possible only by chanting the holy names, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So that is the second offense. The third offense is to disobey the orders of the spiritual master and to consider him an ordinary person. Gurushu naramatihi. To consider that the spiritual master is an ordinary person. That is an offense. And to disobey his instructions, that is also an offense. A devotee has to avoid. Fourth offense is to blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. So the Vedic scriptures, they are all given by the Supreme Lord for our benefit. One should not find faults with the Vedic scriptures. That is also an offense. Oh, what is this Bhagavad Gita? It was spoken many years back. Now modern day Bhagavad Gita is now not relevant. Or some people say, Bhagavad Gita should not be kept at home. Because if you keep Bhagavad Gita at home, there will be Kurukshetra war happening in your house. Or there are some people who are called thinkers. They say Bhagavad Gita is promoting caste system. Bhagavad Gita is promoting gender discrimination. So we should burn this Bhagavad Gita. Like this, people make statements. All these are examples for blasphemy of the Vedic scriptures. So one should not blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or any scripture in line with the Vedic conclusion. We should not blaspheme or find faults. Fifth offense is to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination. Thinking that the scriptures say that the glories of the holy name. That means, for example, once if you chant the holy name of the Lord, the scriptures say you can burn the karmas of millions of lifetimes. Now somebody who has no faith, when he reads such glories, they think that it is simply imagination. It is simply some cooked up story. It is simply hyped. It is not real. So, for a Nama Sadhaka who is chanting the holy name of the Lord, it is offensive to think that the glories of chanting the holy names are imaginary. That is the fifth offense. Sixth offense is to give some mundane interpretation of the holy name of the Lord. To interpret the holy name in a material way. People give their own interpretation. That should not be done. One should understand the proper explanation given by the Acharya. For example, what is the meaning of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? Oh, Hare means energy of the Lord, Radharani. Krishna and Rama, they are personal names of the Lord. What is the meaning of this Hare Krishna mantra? Oh, my dear Divine Mother Radharani, oh Hare, oh Krishna, oh Lord Rama, please engage me in your devotional service. That is the meaning of Hare Krishna mantra. So when you are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What is the meaning of this mantra? What should be our mood? We are begging the Lord, oh Radharani, oh Lord, please engage me in your devotional service. This is the explanation given in the Parampara understanding. We should not give our own interpretation. Oh, Hare Krishna mantra means like this, means that, means this. We should not. That's an offense. Then seventh offense is to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name of the Lord. Anyway, I am chanting Hare Krishna mantra, and Hare Krishna mantra is very powerful. It can counter all sinful reactions. So I will go on chanting also, side by side I will keep on committing sinful activities also. Then we'll get into endless loop. What is that? We chant, therefore the Lord forgives our offenses. Again we commit sinful activities. Again the Lord forgives. Again we commit sinful activities. Again the Lord forgives. What happens? We remain eternally in the cycle of repeated birth and death. We remain stuck in this material world. And also it's like we are using the holy name. Oh, I got some detergent to wash my cloth. I'll keep getting dirty and I'll keep using detergent. So considering the holy name of the Lord to be a usable product, I keep doing my sinful activities and holy name I'll keep chanting, it will purify. No, this is a very offensive mentality. We should avoid this mentality. Namno balad yasya hi papa buddhihi, it is called. We should give up our papa buddhi. We should not think anyway the holy name will counter the papa, I'll keep on doing papa. No, that should not be done. The eighth offense is to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna to be one of the auspicious ritualistic activities offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda. One should not do the mistake of equating the holy name chanting to some pious activities recommended in the Karma Kanda section of the Vedic scriptures. In Karma Kanda there are so many rituals recommended. To get punya you do this, to go to Swarga you do this vrata, all those things. We should not think chanting of Hare Krishna is one of those such vratas. It is offensive to think like that. Because Golokera Premadhana Harinama Sankirtana, the holy name of the Lord chanting It is an eternal activity which is going on in the spiritual world. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has mercifully brought that to this material world. So it is not a material activity. It is not bound by the laws of karma. Whereas the fruitive activities, vratas and all those yajnas recommended in the karma kanda, they are all within the jurisdiction, within the purview of the laws of nature, laws of karma. Whereas chanting is completely transcendental. So one should not think that chanting Hare Krishna is one of the rituals mentioned in the karma kanda section of the Vedas. That is offense. Ninth offense is to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Right? Faithless person means what? He has repeatedly heard it, but he has not developed faith. He does not have faith. Repeatedly he has heard, but no faith. To such a person you go and tell him about the glories of the holy name. That is offense. You can tell a faithless person to chant the holy name. That is okay. But you should not tell a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Glories means what? I gave example, no? Scriptures say one of the glories is each one name of one Hare Krishna mantra or one name Krishna, if you chant, it can burn millions of lifetimes of sinful activity, reactions. That's a glory. This only devotees who have advanced to certain level can appreciate. Faithless person, if you tell, he'll say, oh, it is all cooked up story. Oh, I don't believe. So one should not go and tell such things to a faithless person. That is an offense. And the last 10th offense is what? To not have complete faith in the process of chanting and to maintain material attachments even though one has heard so many instructions on this subject matter. It is also offensive to be inattentive while chanting. So 10th offense is having two parts. One is not having faith oneself in chanting the holy name, maintaining material attachments even though one has heard repeatedly so many times. That is an offense. And being inattentive while chanting. I think this is the most committed offense. Most committed offense is inattentive chanting. Now we chant and keep answering WhatsApp messages. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Yes, yes, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes, next reel, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. This is very offensive. So every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must carefully guard himself against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, which is Krishna Prema. What happens when you don't avoid these offenses? You may be chanting on and on and on and on. For many, many lifetimes you may chant, but you will never make spiritual progress towards attaining pure love for Krishna. So we should make a firm determination. All of these 10 offenses have something to do with our attitude. These are all attitude problems. It is not some physical changes that we have to do. Okay? Our thinking has to change. These 10 offenses are connected with our mind, mental level. So these are called offenses, nama aparadha. So we have to avoid these 10 kinds of offenses. So the first stage where a devotee is chanting with these 10 offenses, that stage is called nama aparadha stage or offensive chanting. Now how to come out of these offenses? Number 1, get to know the offense. Number 2, repeatedly chant more and more, more and more. Then the offenses will come out. You can come out of the offenses. By chanting more, we can come out of the offenses. Somebody said, anyway, if I chant only, I will commit offense. No, but let me not chant only. Only if I chant nama, then there is question of nama aparadha. So I don't chant only. No nama aparadha. Is that correct understanding? No. Why these nama aparadhas are mentioned? So that we come out of this offensive mentality and chant purely. That is the purpose. It is not to scare us. Oh, 10 offenses are there. Oh, every day I am offensively chanting. I think I should stop chanting from tomorrow so that I don't do these offenses. That's not the right understanding. Okay? Now, As a devotee progresses, giving up his offenses, slowly he becomes free from offenses. He comes to the second stage called Nama Bhasa stage. What is it called? Nama Abhasa. Nama plus Abhas. Abhasa means mere touch. You're not actually really hugged the person, you're just touching. That is called Abhas. Just, it's like morning, when the sun is rising. Just a few minutes before the sun actually is visible on the horizon, what is happening at that time? The first few rays of the sun have already appeared. Even though sun is not visible on the horizon, the rays of the sun have already started their work of dissipating the darkness. That time is called dawn. Ushodaya it is called. Usha Kala. That means it's not fully Udaya, sun has not fully risen, but the few rays of the sun first have appeared. So this is called Nama Bhasa. You're not fully in the stage of pure chanting, but because you're in the offense clearing, you've almost cleared your offense. You have begun to touch the holy name. You have begun to touch Krishna. That is called Nama Bhasa. The scriptures say, if one can come to Nama Bhasa stage, he is liberated. He can attain liberation. Liberation means mukti, freedom from the repetition of birth and death. Freedom from the influence of the three gunas. You become a mukta purusha, liberated person, just by coming to Nama Bhasa stage. Example for this is Ajamila. Ajamila, he chanted the name Narayana at the time of his death. Not referring to Lord Narayana, but he was referring to his son Narayana. When he saw the Yamadutas, out of fear and anxiety, he called out, Narayana! Like that, he loudly called out. And what happened because of that? Immediately the Lord Narayana sent his messengers, Vishnu Dutas, to free him from Yamadutas. That means he is liberated. So that is called Nama Bhasa. He did not chant with offenses. At the same time, he did not chant purely with love and affection for Lord Narayana. It was in between the two. It was neither offensive nor it is pure chanting. That's called Nama Bhasa. So just by coming to Nama Bhasa chanting, one can actually attain liberation. How to come to Nama Bhasa? By avoiding these 10 offenses. It's very easy. Just we have to avoid these 10 offenses and chant. Immediately liberation is ready. But what is the biggest obstacle is our mind. Our mind is the biggest obstacle. Mind is like monkey running from there and here. So what you have to do, you have to tame the mind. You have to tame the mind, to fix the mind on the sound vibration of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We have to chant and hear the very sound, Hare Krishna mantra. We have to chant more and more. Whenever there is opportunity, Ekadashi day, you have to chant, try to chant more and more. The more we chant, the more we get purified, the more we become free from offensive mentality, the quicker we come to Nama Bhasa stage. Now after Nama Bhasa, if one further, so first stage is called Nama Aparadha stage, that is called offensive chanting. Second stage is called Nama Bhasa, that is called offense clearing stage. Now the third stage is called Shuddha Nama, pure name, pure holy name. When one comes to Shuddha Nama platform, then one develops Krishna Prema, pure love for Krishna. That means Krishna Prema, attaining pure love for Krishna, is much, much higher than attaining liberation. Krishna can easily give liberation to anybody, but as far as pure love for him is concerned, it is not so easy. It is rarely achieved. It is not easily achieved. It is rare. That is why it is told in the scriptures, in the Bhagavatam it is said, Muktanam api siddhanam Narayana parayanaha. It is said, you may find Muktanam api siddhanam Kotishvapi mahamune. You may find millions of liberated personalities. But among all such liberated millions of liberated personalities, one will be Narayana Parayana. One will be a pure devotee of the Lord. So it is very rare to find a pure devotee. It's not easy. Right? So, in the Shuddha Nama platform, a devotee thinks, why do I have only one tongue and 2 ears? The holy name is so sweet. I want millions of tongues and trillions of ears to fully relish the sweetness of the holy name. This is the experience of a pure devotee when he chants. So that Shuddha Nama Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is talking about in this verse. When one comes to that Shuddha Nama platform, one will experience all the symptoms of ecstasy. Okay, so to experience the symptoms of ecstasy, one has to repeatedly chant, one has to beg the holy name, one has to keep his mind alert to all distractions. While chanting, mind will go there and here, but you have to immediately bring the mind back on the sound and chant. And also one more caution is, in this verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, when that day will come, that means he is longing. When that day will come when I can relish your holy name. That is a longing of a devotee. Just like people in this world, they will long for things like, when will I become a millionaire? When that day will come, when I will become most rich person. When that day will come when I become a popular figure. There is a yearning, there is a longing. Like that, a devotee also can have this yearning and longing. When the day will come when I chant your holy name purely. When the day will come when I become free from the influence of kama, krodha, lobha, and I purely utter your holy name and I can develop all these symptoms. So it is, these are, we can say, these cannot be faked. If one fakes it, there are a lot of people who fake it also. If you can't make it, then fake it. Right? People do that. Right? They are called sahajiyas. There is a class of people. Sahajiyas, what they do is, they will have a group of so-called devotees. Their job is to go everywhere, do Sankirtan. And in the Sankirtan, they will roll on the floor, they will cry, they will display all these symptoms, they will cry, they will roll, all on the ground and all these things. And after some time, it is all over. Pack up, go to next place and do the next drama performance there. It's like a drama performance. They are called sahajiyas. One should not do such things. These are genuine symptoms. Only a pure devotee of the Lord, one who has come to that bhava stage, one can display these symptoms. So one should be very careful not to fall trap. How do we know what is genuine, what is not? So Prabhupada says, it is easy to put up a drama performance that I am crying as soon as I chant Krishna's name. But what is their life if you study? Only during that time they are crying. Many people also go to temple in front of the Lord. As soon as they see Govinda, they cry. And after they go back home, they want to watch Sas Bahu serial. And there they will cry. Oh, this Sasuma is giving so much trouble to this Bahu. Govinda will be now in a dilemma. There you cried in front of me in the temple. Now you are crying for this movie, for this Sas Bahu serial. That means it is fake. Right? So one should study the life of a devotee. It is easy to fake. But what are they adhering to the standards mentioned in the scriptures? Are they following the principles in their life, regulative principles? So don't just get carried away by the external show. It's very, very important. So, following the regulative principles, a lot of people, in the name of being a devotee, externally they show they are a great devotee, but they don't follow the regulative principles. What are the 4 regulative principles? No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. These are the 4 regulative principles which a devotee has to follow. So there may be somebody who may be crying, but he may be having some illicit connections with a lot of people. Then he is not a genuine devotee. So it's very important that we don't get carried away by imitation pseudo spiritualists, sahajiyas. That is why, we have to, Prabhupada said, books are the basis. We have to first follow the principles, understand the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. We have to understand Krishna consciousness means, my relationship with Krishna. Who am I? I am not the body, I am soul. What is the soul? What is its position? All these things we have to understand from the scripture, and then only we can practice Krishna consciousness properly. Otherwise, simply seeing some Astha channel and somebody is crying, this is Krishna, this is spirituality. We should not get carried away like that. That is also a word of caution connected with this verse. So, any questions anyone has? Then there is no use. It has to be sustained. Okay, once I experienced, again I fell down. No, I have to sustain it. So before meeting death, at least Nama Bhasa. Actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants us to attain Shuddha Nama stage. So he's saying it is possible. You simply follow. See, Prabhupada's process is very holistic. Okay, you be in the association of devotees. Every day hear about Krishna, Bhagavatam you hear. Chant in the association of devotees. Take Krishna Prasadam. Your life is set. There is no problem. Until you go out of devotee association. If you go out of devotee association, there only, back door only, Maya is waiting there. Hi to say. So being in the association of devotees will protect us. So if you follow this process, it is possible we can attain perfection. We have to be mindful of these offenses. Okay. And chant in the association of devotees, render service, hear about Krishna. When you do all this, you have to sustain it till death. Any other question?
It is recommended to those minimum 16 months.
Yeah. So just like when you go to a doctor, the doctor will give you prescription. Some medicine 20 mg, 60 mg, whatever mg. So based on the intensity of the disease, the dosage will be prescribed by the doctor. In the same way, the spiritual master, Guru, is the sole doctor. So he says minimum 16 rounds is required for those who want to stay stable on the Krishna conscious platform. This is a prescription given by the spiritual doctor, Srila Prabhupada. So that is the logic. That is why we have to follow. Following Guru's order, Guru's instruction is very, very important for spiritual progress. How do we establish our relationship with Guru? by following his instructions. That is how we establish our relationship with Guru. So Prabhupada says, I have given you so many instructions, but among all these instructions, the most important instruction is you have to chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day. And this will keep you safe, protected from Maya. Along with chanting 16 rounds, Prabhupada said, follow the 4 regulative principles. Then you will be stable on the solid grounds of Krishna consciousness. So it is prescribed by Prabhupada, who is a pure representative of Krishna. So we have to follow his instruction, and only when he is pleased, Krishna will be pleased. That is the principle of following Guru.
The Azamila story.
Huh?
The Azamila story. Was transcended to now Asa state. But I was looking at the story, so he wasn't addicted to the name Narayana. He was addicted to his son. So he was in addiction is a crime. So how can you
Crime.
So now
No, that's what. He was not, I told that also. He did not refer to the Lord Narayana. He was referring to his son Narayana only. But nevertheless, he chanted the name Narayana. It is like taking medicine. Whether you know the effect of the medicine or you don't know, medicine will act. Suppose a child takes headache, medicine for headache, tablet. Child doesn't know how the medicine works. But medicine will work and it will cure its headache.
in Nama Prana, this is in the second Prana, is the inaddiction.
Huh?
In addiction to the name.
Inaddiction.
Inattention. Let's say.
Inattentiveness. 10th one, 10th offense.
Not 10, let's say. Okay, let's say inattentiveness. So he was just calling his son. Okay, he wasn't focusing on the name, exact name, Narayana or anything. So that is considered a prana, right? Even God is seeing from that perspective. He is taking my name, but he is inattentively taking God's name.
No, he was fully attentive while chanting the name Narayana. Because he was so afraid of seeing the Yamadutas. Helpless state of mind, he called out, Narayana! And he heard that. He was attentive when he was chanting. He was not inattentive. Okay. In fact, it is said, suppose the name Hari is there, Hari. Somebody is not able to chant Hari. Okay, let's say. Somebody says, this example is given, Halam Riktam. It's a Sanskrit word, Halam Riktam. The first word of Halam is Ha. The first word of Riktam is Ri. Together he has somehow chanted Hari. Still he will get benefit. He has not referred to the Lord. He is just reading some Sanskrit, Halam Riktam, some sentence came. Halam Riktam, but he has chanted Hari, Hari. Still he will get benefit of chanting. This is one of the glories of the holy name. This is an example for glory of the holy name. Okay. So, Ajamila, his greatness, why the Lord recognized his chanting is that it was not offensive. He did not have some agenda in mind. Oh, now I have done so many sins. Now at the last moment Yamadutas have come. Let me now call out Narayana. All my sins will be washed. He did not do all this calculation and call out Narayana. Genuinely, helplessly, spontaneously he called out Narayana. Of course, throughout his life he was always fond of his son Narayana. That's why he was saying, Narayana, come here, Narayana, eat this, Narayana, come, let us play, Narayana, Narayana. He was called. So he was so much addicted to this name Narayana, 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 Narayana. So naturally what came to his mind first when he saw the Yamadutas? Narayana. So even though in his mind, Lord Narayana was not there, but he called the name Narayana. It is whose name? Lord Narayana's name. It is not that child's name. That is only, our names are all identification tags. That is why in the Vedic culture it is recommended that children should be named after the Lord. So that when you are calling those names, you are actually chanting the Lord's names. Nowadays all short names they keep. No, Tini, Mini, Puni, Kuni, something they keep. There is no meaning for that name also. Simply they keep calling. There is no benefit of chanting the Lord's name also. Isn't it? In another scripture it is also explained that Ajamila, No, in the same Bhagavatam it is said, earlier he was a devotee, but he fell down from his position, he gave up his bhakti. So, but still the Lord gave him the intelligence to name his son Narayana. This is an example how, if you are sincerely engaged in service, even for a few days, Swalpam api asya dharmasya trayate mahato bhakti. Krishna will protect you in some or the other way. So why did Narayana get that buddhi that I should name my youngest son as, Ajamila get that buddhi that I should name my youngest son as Narayana? That also Lord only gave. Why the Lord gave him that inspiration? Because he had done some bhakti. He had relationship with Narayana. He was serving Lord Narayana so nicely. Understood? Any other question? Ajamila's pastime, when did it happen? No, it's not Kali Yuga. Some other, maybe Satya Yuga. That is not important. It's not mentioned in the Bhagavatam. That's why. When it happened, it's not mentioned. No, holy name of the Lord is potent in all the yugas, not only in Kali Yuga. In every yuga, anyone who has chanted the holy name, like Narad Muni, he chanted holy name in Satya Yuga. He was able to see the Lord face to face. So it's not that Valmiki, he chanted in beginning of, actually in the junction of Satya Yuga and Treta Yuga. Earlier he was a dacoit, no? Ratnakara. He chanted by Narad Muni's inspiration. And he became such a great devotee. So in every yuga, the glories of the holy name are well established. But in Kali Yuga, it is Yuga Dharma. In Kali Yuga people, we don't have long lifespan, we don't have faith, we don't have patience to do elaborate yajna, tapasya and all of that. So he said, simply chant Hare Krishna and you can attain perfection. So specifically recommended for Kali Yuga is Hare Krishna, chanting. But it's not, in other yugas also it is there. So let us chant now one round of Hare Krishna mantra. Offenselessly let us chant. We have to avoid the 10 offenses and chant. Most importantly, avoid inattentiveness. Does a pure devotee know that he is a pure devotee? Yes, he will know. That is called self-realization. He has realized himself, he has realized his relationship with the Lord. But a real, genuine pure devotee will not canvass that I am a pure devotee. He will not advertise. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would display all these ecstatic symptoms during Sankirtan. And afterwards, when somebody would say, "Oh Mahaprabhu, you were doing all this," Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would say, "No, I was just faking. I think I am not a real devotee." Mahaprabhu would say like that. "I was just doing drama." So, real devotee will never make a big propaganda that, "See, I am a real devotee," like this. Empty vessels make more noise, isn't it? Those who are not real devotee, only they will make big propaganda. Okay, let us chant now. With full attention, let us chant. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. 1 minute, 1 minute. Shall we all chant together, same pace, so that we are all together? Huh? Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare